Greetings, geeks, and welcome to Wizards, the podcast guided comics YouTube series. I'm Michael, and
I'm Adam.
there's Adam, and we're here for a holiday edition or post-holiday edition of Willie Lumpkin's Mailbag.
Yes, indeed. Merry Geekmas, everybody. This is a time when you kind of go through your Christmas haul and you say, oh, this person gets it, this person not so much, but the gifts are all appreciated. So we wanted to take some time to show a few of the things that we got for Christmas and how exciting they were for us and maybe wow each other. So, Michael, are you ready to take it away?
Sure, I guess. I'll start by going through something that back in episode, I guess it was 15, when my buddy Pete from the Box Office 30 podcast was on. We talked about that he had gotten me a holiday gift, and I want to give a little backstory. So I have this Christmas bag here, or gift bag, if you will, of the Justice League, and inside of it, we've been exchanging this thing for many years, and we kind of date on when it's been handed off to one another. And he already revealed what the gift was, but he was very, very nervous to give it to me and deliver it. So he drove it from New Jersey to my house and hand delivered it because he was afraid to send it in the mail. And I'm opening it right now. It is thoroughly wrapped, I might add. So it's a lot of unwrapping here. Sure,
comic book store bags, it looks like.
Oh, yeah. For sure. It says Wayne on the bag, so okay. There we go. Wow, it is actually really in good condition. I haven't even looked at it. So, as we mentioned on the earlier episode, this is the classic Bruce Wayne transforms into Batman action figure. And the funny thing about this figure is it never really looks that great when he's fully dressed, He's just sort of like there.
But we buy it for the Michael Keaton. That's what you're getting.
That's it. This is the one right there. And it is so cool. I am thrilled to have this thing now. It's very, very exciting to add this to my collection. And so that's my first one. What's your next or first reveal?
Well, I want to start out with a surprise, right? I got a gift in the mail from Michael. He could not hand deliver it. A little bit of a journey there to cross the country. But
I wish I could.
Here. I haven't opened this yet. I just picked it up and then said to myself, okay, I got to find out what's in here.
I'm not thrilled at the packaging they sent it in, but okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's in a bubble mailer and another bubble mailer. So let me... Two layers at least, Michael. That's some concern here. Oh, sweet, guys. This is like a junior action figure Fury, a Marvel Secret Wars Dr. Octopus. Look, and the arms are intact and everything, guys. This is beautiful. See, I only ever had the Toy Biz one from the 90s, and my kids have like ripped off, all the stuff now. So now I have a quality, man. Yeah, he's in good shape too. This is a good looking figure to battle my my Spider-Man that I have on my shelf over here. Thank you.
So that's this is an eBay seller that I've been following for a while. He sells, or he or she, I should say, sells some really high quality figures of this generation, both DC and Marvel. The seller is Boy Meets Camera, and if you go to the eBay store, they've got really nice pictures of products and stuff like that. And I saw that, and we recently talked about the, Venom and the Spider-Man and all that stuff. And I was like, this just felt like the right gift for the right person at the right time. So.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you. That's awesome. Yeah, because I have my Secret Wars figures in the box. I have so few loose ones to play with. Now I can actually play.
That's cool.
All right, what else did you end up with, Michael?
So
this morning.
So it actually arrived on Christmas Eve, but I received this very large package from Jason from the Retro Network of a wide array of items. And I'll go through them all together because there's a lot in this box. And And Jason is notorious for like putting Batman stickers on the box and like identifies who he is. And I'm like, okay. My wife was like, who's this guy sending you Batman stickers on a box? I'm like, I know who it is. It's not some weirdo from somewhere, but yeah. So first we have this like classic penguin spinning figure of some sort. I'm not really sure what this is from. Do you know any?
That's the Happy Meal toy. That
This
that
is,
was from McDonald's.
oh,
Yeah.
this is the Happy Meal toy. Okay, that's what I kind of thought, but I wasn't sure. Next, we have from the short-lived The Batman or Batman something cartoon. It's like a
Careful
launching.
now. Oh.
Yeah, it's a very large launcher for a very small figure, but it's a cool looking figure. Next we have this. I I assume it's from the Dark Knight trilogy. It looks like that. I don't really understand the figure all that much. It's got like this like light up LED in his chest
Yeah.
plate. I don't really understand what that's all
Why
about.
is his mouth all gray? It's like zombie Batman.
It's a peculiar Batman figure, but it's still pretty cool, and it fully articulates. I have never seen a Batman figure like this before.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Is it a bootleg by chance? Like, does it say like on his butt? Does it say Mattel? Like, what
It doesn't say anything. This could be a bootleg of some
Yeah.
sort. Yeah, but it's interesting. It's very cool. Next, we have a book of Batman stickers. I haven't yet looked at them, but they're fully intact. Like there's not like any of them that are used. It looks like, and Grace is in love with stickers, so she and I will be having a field day with these. Then I've got this Batman. Like,
Oh,
this is pretty cool though.
That's very cool.
And you know, it's conditioned is in excellent condition, and
the batteries work. Push the Catwoman.
Let's see.
That's not Mark Hamill.
No, that is not Mark Hamill. They couldn't afford that for this guy. Next, we have a package that I have not yet opened, but it's in this like black box, and I'm like, kind of curious. And then there's one other item that just fell on the ground that I have to go grab, but let's see if I can get this guy open. Oh, okay. Interesting. There's a lot of stuff in this little pouch here. Hey, look at this. First, a Batman pin.
Hey, yeah.
Cool. Are those candy corn?
Yeah, there's got to be a story behind that. Those have to be like weird flavors or something.
Yeah, I don't know how old they are. I'm a little worried. More trading cards. Cool. A comic notebook.
Neat.
It's interesting. So it's got like panels inside, and so if you have tiny hands and you can draw tiny figures, you can draw a tiny comic. That's pretty cool.
Well, Michael, you say you're not a great artist. The smaller, the better. You know.
Yeah, I'm stick figures anyway. More Batman pins, which are pretty cool. These are pretty neat. These are real vintage. I like them. Batman Returns trading cards.
Yeah.
Do you know what this is?
Wow, interesting. Okay, so I have a feeling that is kind of like a variety pack of random cards that they put together. Let's see what's in there. Yeah.
Beavis and Butthead.
Is that a Desert Storm? Desert Shield?
Yeah. Desert Shield, yeah. Is that Waterworld?
Yep, definitely.
Where?
Mariner.
What a weird pack of cards. This is
awesome.
This is very interesting.
Toxic Crusaders. I have a full set of those and the holograms and everything.
Hey, look at this. Zach and Kelly. Hey.
Oh, do my Home Alone face for Zach and Kelly from Saved by the Bell, the college years.
Oh boy, God. Johnny Quest. Interesting. I've never seen it.
Yeah, that was like the weird 90s reboot of Johnny Quest. Yeah.
And then we have. Do you know what this is?
I think that is just one of those random, like, wanted to be Garbage Pail Kids 10 years too late. Yeah. Radu.
One for you, my friend.
Yeah, there we go, Dick Tracy.
And so there's one other item that I almost ordered this on eBay. I've been watching it for a while. Lego minifigures Winged Batman.
Yeah.
That
I
was
love
from,
the wings on these minifigures. They've been
yeah,
awesome.
they're really amazing. They're like pretty cool. And that was all from Jason, that whole collection, which is pretty wild. So yeah. What do you got next?
All right. So I thought that I would I've had this as my background for so many things this holiday. I still haven't opened it, but oh, hey Deborah, looking so festive back here. You and Teddy Ruxpin. Oh, a little bit of mistletoe around here.
Oh boy.
This is actually from my sister.
Okay.
But I've just been keeping it because she did such a great wrapping job. This is for every comic book fan. A new short box. That's what I needed. You guys keeping me reading, listening, watching. Plenty more is going to go in here. Probably lots of gimmick covers for our upcoming series. But also the mix, my mom got me a long box. She picked that up for me. And while she was at the store, the comic book guy there knows me as the Mike Allred guy. I've been buying my X-Ray Robot. I got my pull list there. And then also he's like, oh, if I get any Mike Allred comics, you want me to call you? I was like, yes, call me. So he called in and he said, hey, I got these. All right. Now this is a very cool crossover. This was Madman, Superman, Hullabaloo. I already have these. That's why these are for you, Michael, so you can keep your promise from our Festivus video. I figure if you're going to read Madman for the first time, let it be with Superman. Let it be a DC thing,
Fair enough. I accept that. I accept that. I have two more things to show.
Okay.
One thing I bought for myself, and the other was a gift from a friend. I have to go get it. Stand by 1 second. I'm sorry. As Adam mentioned, this is almost like a mini action figure Fury because of you. Oh, I missed something in these. Oh, I missed stuff. So I guess do we have stickers now, folks?
Ta-da! Oh, you've revealed the Holominium. Limited edition.
Limited edition. Holominium. And the Retro Network's The House Show sticker as well. Very interesting. Things just keep falling out of this little pouch here. Go figure. But yeah, so as Adam said, we're sort of in a little bit of a mini action figure Fury because it's the holidays and we like action figures. So because of you and Stephen and a bunch of our listeners, I've gone down this rabbit hole of like looking for older action figures that either I never owned and always wanted or owned and are long since gone. So I found a guy on Facebook Marketplace who was selling a whole bunch of like 90s and late 80s action figures. And so I dropped a decent amount of money on some figures, and I'm only going to show some because I want to save some for our action figure Fury series. But this was a figure that I've wanted for a very long time and I got for myself.
Yeah. That's the best costume. I mean, for the 90s really comic book reader, that was the one,
this
right?
The one.
Ballant drawn that,
Yeah, this is, I love this costume. I love the design of the character in this time. It's really, really great. I do like her with short hair, but I do love that costume. Then the other two I'm going to reveal today.
Oh, cool. So the original and the variant. That's awesome.
This guy had both. And we're messaging over Facebook, and I'm like, I was only going to get the original. And then I said, if I'm going to buy a whole bunch, and I bought about 7 figures, I said, how much would you do for the invisible one? And he's like, we talked, and he said, sure, great. And boom, done. Really nice guy. Had a lot of cool stuff. I could have bought more, and I kind of held out. But there is one other like little interesting one that I was a fan of that I had to get too.
Oh, you love your Medusa.
I do love Medusa.
She has like a hair platform shield?
Yeah, like I guess the hair all interconnects and it becomes this like giant like head sculpt thing. I don't know. It's cool.
That's a pretty cool stand though. It looks like that whole series came with like display stands.
That's they really did. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. And I bought these. you know, I've asked this to people in the past, but what is your thoughts? Like, I know you have a lot of figures that are out of the box. Like, these are all in the box. Do I leave them in or take them out? I don't know.
I mean, here's the thing. For me, like the package art is so beautiful. Like, so that there's that idea is as long as you get to keep that, I say open it up because some people like to have a shelf display. They don't want a wall display of like hanging figures. But for me, like for the most part, it's like full effect when it's still in there because like yes you could pose it, you could do that, and if you have like there's some people do like okay well I have every Sue Storm figure and then I put them tiered like on shelves and then I have all of them, and that makes sense to take them out of the box. But if you just have a couple like those two together on a wall would look awesome,
Yeah.
you sit in the middle.
Yeah, I know. Like, I'm so on the fence about it because I want to just like the kid in me wants to play with them, but the adult in me was like, I don't know. I'm like, a little conflicted. But I have to decide, and I have to weigh my options. Maybe we'll put a quiz out on Twitter to see if
Yeah,
people think, in the box or out of the box, older, whatever. Who knows?
that's a good poll, I think. Now, I have a few little items here that I ordered a lot of stuff for the show, and this was included, which is these were holiday wizard tags to put on your presents,
Oh,
but it
wow.
featured like, characters, maybe not like the most popular characters. Okay.
What's that
I
one in
think
the middle?
we have a Planet of the Apes Santa Claus down here.
What's the one in the middle? The figure, the
That's
character.
a cross-gen character from cross-gen comics. They were
Oh,
short-lived, but they burned very bright. But you have a Fathom one right there for you Michael Turner fans,
okay, I know Fathom.
So, yeah, this was pretty cool. I like that idea. But also, I had to get this because, I'm running out of new walls to show everybody, Michael. I mean, that's my shtick now, but I think I'm going to have to put it to rest. There's only so much room. So this is going to be part of my new background. This was every wizard cover ever, okay, up to Wizard 100.
Wow.
So I feel like this is just a great thing to be able to look at
That's
and enjoy
cool.
the history. I actually thought it was going to be a little bit bigger, but I was like, with 100 covers, you think it'd have to be huge, but it's still pretty awesome. Now, last thing I got here, we are, a 90s comics podcast as of right now. So my wife got me this 90s pop culture trivia challenge game.
Oh boy.
So my thought was as we close out, maybe I'll quiz you on a couple things here and see how you do.
Okay. Sounds good. Let me just reveal one more thing.
Oh, you got one. Okay.
Yes. So we shared this on our Instagram, but one of my very, very close friends, she does like her own like custom design thing. She's made a bunch of stuff for our house, and for the holidays, she made me the first custom Wizards coffee mug, and she took our logo. Or her husband got it from me, and and so they designed this and put it on a cup. And if you want to check her Instagram out, I'll post it in the video. It's Clemens Creations. She's in New Jersey, super talented, does really cool stuff. And this is a one of a kind Wizards the podcast.
You hear that, watchers? One of a kind. This is a bootleg item. This is boutique. This is a one-time only deal. You want the rest? You go to our TeePublic store. You get the official merch, and then it gets delivered right to your door. But if you need other custom work done, yeah, you contact Michael's friends over there.
All right, so let's do this 90s pop culture quiz here and see how well or bad I do.
Yes. Now you are Mr. Movie Guy, so you got to know this to start off with. What was the name of Steve Buscemi's character in the 1992 film Reservoir Dogs? Which color was he? Can you remember?
Mr. Pink.
There you go. Hey, good work. Very good work. Now, just as a bonus question, double or nothing, what is the name of Tim Roth's character in that movie? Which color was he?
Mr.
He was the abomination later. It wasn't all weird colored yet.
Mr. Yellow?
So close. Sorry, Michael.
Was
It
what
was
was it?
Mr. Orange.
Orange, right, right. Okay. 'Cause I think Michael Madsen was red or something like that. I forget exactly what they were, but
All right. Steven Sapelis is not with us, but we do have an X-Files question here.
okay.
On the X-Files, what fueled Fox Mulder's interest in the supernatural? Was it
Don't
seeing a... Oh, you already know it?
yes. His sister, he believed, was abducted by aliens.
Correct. You got it. All right. Very good. Very good. Now, here's a good one. According to the US government, what was the most popular baby name for boys in 1990? Your choices are David, Seth, Dylan, or Michael.
I think it was Michael for a long time.
That is correct,
Yeah.
sir. Hey, how about that? You reign supreme.
Oh yeah. Trust me.
Okay.
It's one of those things that still haunts me to this day. Whenever somebody yells out Michael, I was like, who knows me? Where am I?
All right, I got two more for you here. The first one, this might be a little hard. Who did not appear on Star Search before striking it big? Alicia Keys, Jessica Simpson, Beyonce Knowles, or Usher? So three of those people were on Star Search back in the day. One of them was not.
But did you say not as a double negative?
I was just emphasizing. I wasn't.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
not.
Okay. So Alicia Keys, Beyonce, Usher, and what was the fourth one?
Jessica Simpson.
I think Jessica Simpson was definitely on Star Search. I believe Usher was on Star Search as well. So it would be between Alicia Keys and Beyonce. I'm gonna say it was Alicia Keys was never on Star Search.
That is correct. She was not on Star Search. She's like a pianist, right? She would have had to push a piano out on stage. That would have been rough.
Yeah.
Right,
they like singers and dancers.
This is important for those of you who don't listen to Michael's other podcast, Box Office 30, where they cover all the movies that came out 30 years ago. This is important because what was the average movie ticket price in 1990, the year you're just wrapping up here on your podcast? So for all the movies you guys said you went and saw in 1990, what were you paying to get into the theater?
Average price. $8.
Ooh, Michael. Maybe in New York. Maybe that's how they did things. According to this, nationwide average $4.22 to see a movie.
$4? What part of the country is that? Come on. $4. I haven't seen a $4 movie ticket in my entire life. It's like seeing
we always hit up the matinees in my neck of the woods, and that was $5 tickets.
Yeah, okay, fine. So. A matinee, yes, like a matinee a month after it would come out, sure, $4. But like I feel like you go to a premiere in the tri-state area, it was $8 without question. But okay, I'll let it slide. All right, and that's the last question.
That's it. You did very well, sir.
All right, I did okay. I'm good. I'm glad with that. So what do we have coming up in the future? Anything exciting?
Wouldn't you like to know, Michael?
I would. I don't know. So I would love to know.
We always have something cooking. Obviously the Wizard Files is continuing with some great guests coming on. We have our new series that's going to be coming out on YouTube full force, which is our gimmick grab bag. So you guys can see the gimmick comic book covers. Got a couple of those just waiting in the wings to show to you guys. Of course, Action Figure Fury will continue. Are we going to run out of figures? Doesn't sound like it. Michael, just
not if I keep buying some.
And and ultimately, what it comes down to a lot of times is you guys. Remember, if you're watching and you're enjoying the show, and if you feel like you're some type of expert, or you have a certain area of the comics world that you really knew about in the 90s, contact us, find us on social media at Wizards Comics on Twitter, at Wizards_Comics on Instagram, and let us know you'd like to be on our show. Maybe you have a couple issues of Wizard that are your favorites and you want to be in on that issue. Let us know. You can also send us an email at wizardscomicspod@gmail.com, because really this is interactive. People always say you get the best guests. Well, a lot of those guests have actually contacted us and said, oh, I love your show, I'd love to talk. And it turns out, yeah, they have a lot to say.
Yeah, and the more they talk, the less I have to say and screw up. So it's
but thank you so much, everybody, for checking out this video and for watching along with our goofiness, just having some fun. Be sure to check out the podcast every Wednesday. We are part of the Retro Network, so you can find us on the Retro Network podcast feed, or you can find our Wizards, the podcast guide to comics feed as well, whichever one works for you. But TRN does have a lot of other cool content there, other shows. And I actually have a series. You have your movies, Michael. My movies come, on video cassette. Crocodile Dundee in Los Angeles? Why not? He's always at the ready. But I actually have a series coming up where I interviewed a bunch of awesome people who worked in video stores in the 90s.
That's cool.
And people who were around in the 80s where it was a family business. Some awesome stories. It is called Rental Return. It is an interview series that is coming up starting in January on the Retro Network. So you'll definitely want to subscribe if that is of any interest to you. The world of video rental, videotapes, stuff you never knew from behind the counter.
And Adam also hosts Sequel Quest on the Retro Network, where they reimagine movies as what could have been a sequel or a reboot and so on and so forth. It's a lot of fun. It's actually how we met, and it's a great series. As you guys have mentioned, I host the Box Office 30 with Pete, and we have a lot of fun doing that. There's so much cool content. We are glad you guys are enjoying this YouTube series as well as all the stuff we're making on the podcast. It's been a lot of fun. This has been a crazy year. I want to wish everybody a happy new year as well for, staying with us and listening to the fun craziness we got going on. So anything else?
All right. Well, until next time, take it, Michael.
Keep your books bagged and boarded.